Welcome to CBTSport.net Game of the Week. Bringing you high school, college, amateur, semi-pro, and professional sports video from right here in Central Vermont. Over a decade of local Central Vermont sports video action. Get ready, because it's time for the CBTSport.net Game of the Week.
My daddy made this. Daddy!
Spalding and U-32 boys and girls hockey games are made possible by 802 Credit Union on 265 South Main Street in Barrie, 802cu.com. Also by Preston's Kia, located on the corner of US 2 and Gallison Hill in Montpelier. They want to see ya in a Kia. Also brought to you by Pasumsic Bank, helping people, businesses, and communities thrive. Start your adventure with the Bank of the Wild, Pasumsic Bank. And Always On Time Signs and Design, a full-service sign shop with manufacturers' signs of all kinds, banners, and vehicle graphics, located in Berlin, Vermont. Spalding and U-32 boys and girls hockey is made possible by the Auto Clinic, quality automotive sales and service, towing and recovery. 929 Southbury Road, 802-476-5379.
Do you have scrap metal taking up space in your home, business, or job site? Whether you're a contractor, electrician, manufacturer, service garage, or homeowner, Bolduc Metal Recycling is your local recycling expert, helping clean up junk piles, keeping Vermont green, and putting green in your wallet. Bring your big or small scrap metal load to them on Bolduc Road in Middlesex, where their 3 scales and professional staff will help you recycle it. Their roll-off containers come in a variety of sizes for one-time or ongoing scrap metal collection. They buy and recycle copper, brass, steel, wire, pipe, lead-acid batteries, cars, appliances, and more. They're contractor-friendly with years of experience and provide project walkthroughs. Let their team handle your site cleanup or demo. Bolduc also has storage containers in 20 or 40-foot lengths for rent or purchase. Perfect for keeping your valuable items out of the elements, safe, and close at hand. For more information, visit BolducMetalRecycling.com. Their name is their website, and as always, Bolduc Metal Recycling says, thanks a ton.
This game is made possible by locally owned Packard Fuels. Located in East Montpelier, Vermont, Packard Fuels is a proud and generous supporter of local high school sports and community events. Packard Fuels, your provider of home heating oil and service with a friendly staff that greets you with a smile. Owned by Ellery Packard III, Packard Fuels, 802-262-3835. Packard Fuels, keeping you warm.
Colchester is centered by number 14, Parker Demerit. He skates with number 9, Easton Razzle, and number 26, Avon Mayesis. Defensive pairings for the Lakers, number 15, Ben Spanner, skates with number 25, Thomas Piet. Number 10, Lucian Timmerman, skates with number 4, Brady Lumsden. And the starting goaltender is Torrin Burt, as we're getting some of your starters being announced for the Colchester Lakers as Ben Spanner skates out. That is Easton Razzle. His older brother was a standout star for Colchester for, I believe, 4 seasons. And Parker Demerit plays on this top line. We mentioned the starting goaltender is Torrin Burt. For the U-32 Raiders, their top line is centered by number 22, Maddox Heiss, with number 8, Colton Warren, and number 4, Cam Lino. Second unit is centered by number 15, Jack Scribner, with number 11, Sabin Kitchen, and number 20, Liam Weller. Third unit is centered by number 21, Caden Haynes, with number 25, Gage Heiss, and number 13, Nathan Nance. Defensive pairings for U-32, number 5, Max Scribner, with number 6, Charlie Piquel, and number 23, Braden O'Connell, with number 19, Chase LaFale, and the starting goaltender for U-32 is Chase Piquel. Very high-powered top line for the U-32 Raiders, as Maddox Heiss, 100-point scorer for U-32, was the Times Argus Player of the Year 1 year ago as a junior. Colton Warren, a key part of the U-32 championship team, being announced. And the other forward on that top line is Cam Lino. Chase Piquel comes in as a freshman, and he's seeing the bulk of the action in net for the U-32 Raiders. We'll take a break for your national anthem, and then we'll face it off. Boys high school hockey action on CVTsport.net.
Tournament Specialties is a proud sponsor of Central Vermont Sports. If you are in need of decorated apparel such as t-shirts, sweatshirts, hats, or outerwear, look no further. Tournament Specialties is located in Barrie and would love to work with you on taking your design to the next level. In addition to their embroidery and printing services, they now have a laser etching system that allows for custom etching on drinkware, leather, patches for caps, and other etching needs. Jeff would also be happy to discuss custom online storefront options for your organization. If you are looking for a creative way to fundraise, this has proven to work very well for many local teams and organizations. To learn more, email Jeff at tournamentdesigns@gmail.com.
Once again, a great job by Delaney Hill singing the national anthem as she did before the girls' game. You can tell you don't have to adjust your colors if you're watching the broadcast. Yeah, there's a lot of pink out there if you weren't with us for the girls' game. This is the Pink the Rink event. They do it every year at the Central Vermont Memorial Civic Center, and it's your chance to make some great donations to benefit the fight against cancer. For the fans here at the arena, there's a silent auction going on. There's plenty of home-baked goods as well as items for sale. And if you're checking out the broadcast online, you can also donate to this event. Again, it helps in the fight against cancer here in the Central Vermont area. You can see the link up there. That's the Venmo link. Just scan that, and you can give us your donation to help out as part of this event. Colchester Lakers coming to town, and from what I've read in the Burlington Free Press preview, the numbers down big time for Colchester, as they only have, I believe, 13 skaters. This is a team that last year went to the state championship game in Division II, eventually lost that game, but they made it all the way. But according to the Burlington Free Press, the Lakers are kind of in a rebuild mode after low numbers. They only have 13 skaters to go, with a number of, with actually 3 goalies, not all dressed here today. And they actually have a couple of players that are just lacing up their skates in hockey. But you read that preview, and then you see the fact they've been competitive this season when they have victories over St. Johnsbury and Stowe, and their losses came to Hartford and Rice, 2 very good squads. So despite of the numbers down for Colchester, and they're maybe not as powerful as they were a year ago, obviously they got some players that can go. They probably have good goaltending. In fact, I do remember doing last year's game, or a couple of games, where Torrin Burt has been in net. So Colchester definitely, even though the numbers are down, they're going to give it their all this game. And for the U-32 Raiders, they return a number of quality players from a team a year ago that put up a lot of goals. And this season, they have a new goaltender that has come in, Chase Piquel, a freshman. Last season, they went with Angus Kurtz, so we'll see some action, but he was relatively new to hockey, so they brought in a freshman goaltender that has the youth hockey experience, so they've cut down the amount of goals they're giving up, and they have the high-powered first line that can certainly put the puck in the net, that first line of Maddox Heiss with Colton Warren, who I believe they probably played together since their freshman seasons, and Cam Lino skates on that top line. Also, they returned Max Scribner, who was one of the top defensemen in Division II last season. He suffered an injury late, and I don't believe he played in any of the playoff games, which was a huge loss for U-32's postseason bid. Great crowd here at the Central Vermont Memorial Civic Center for the boys' game. So it looks like all the folks are sticking around. And we'll get ready to drop the puck in just a couple of moments. It'll be Gunnar Navari and Maddox Heiss to face it off. And they bring out the second unit, so correct that. It'll be Parker Demerit to take the draw. And we are underway, boys hockey action on cbtsport.net. Ben Spanner fires it in. Crimson Tide, or rather U-32 Raiders quickly to the puck. Lakers try to fire it around. Thomas Piette tries to get it out of the zone. Kept in by Warren. First shot, and Torrin Burt has to come up with a save, only 40 seconds into this one. Quick shot by Colton Warren. Lakers will change things up. Raiders will keep their top line out. Only 2 lines for Colchester due to the numbers being down. This time it will be Navari on the draw. Centering pass and a quick shot right through the slot area. Lino almost was able to redirect that one. Puck is kept in, and now a breakout pass is knocked down. Puck is kept in by the U-32 Raiders. Scribner now. And that's Max Scribner. Got to remember, this year there are 2 Scribners on the roster. Max is number 5. And Jack, who's a forward, is number 15. Face-off win by the Raiders. Quick snapshot is knocked down. Here's Warren now. Colton Warren along the boards. And he keeps it in. Good job keeping it in over the blue line. A quick shot fired just wide of the net. That shot was fired by Heiss, Maddox Heiss. Now Scribner in his own zone deep. Here's Warren in back of his own net. Banks it off the board. It's going to go all the way down into the Lakers zone. They are changing things up. Tapping the puck out is Spanner. Now it's Navari. Tried to backhand it out. Puck is kept in, though, by Heiss. Puck is in the corner. Second unit out for the U-32 Raiders. This will be cleared down, and that'll be icing on Colchester. Just underway as the play goes back down into this Colchester zone. Demerit on the draw, controlled by U-32. Shot may have been deflected a tiny bit on net. Now the Raiders work it down low. Liam Weller. Weller gets the puck over to Kitchen. Sabin Kitchen. Shot with a redirect. Here's Kitchen now. Around the net. Uses his skates to keep the puck in. Kitchen works it back to the point. Puck is banked off the boards. It's going to be picked up by the U-32 Raiders and cleared out. Braden O'Donnell wears number 23. Kept in. Thrown toward the front of the net, and Burt will cover that one up. Good shift there for the newcomer Sabin Kitchen for the U-32 Raiders. Gunnar Navari again to take the draw for the Lakers. Won by U-32. Now they tried to center that one to Heiss, who was centered in front of the net. Now Warren throws it out front for Heiss. And getting a pad on it is Burt. Can't give Colton Warren much time in back of the net, especially with Maddox Heiss. They work so well together. Heiss heading through the slot area. Puck is going to be kept in by Max Scribner. Now a quick shot. That is blocked by Heiss. Warren tries to pick up the puck. Now Navari. It's going to be knocked down. Was knocked down and was in play. Definitely wasn't a high stick. And Torrin Burt quickly covered that one up. Don't know if Maddox Heiss plays baseball, but did a good job picking up that one. Here's Warren, goes back to the point. Shot is just wide of the net. Here's Max Scribner. Scribner is going to rush it into the zone. Tries to muscle his way by Navari. Now Lino goes back to the point. Here's Warren. Warren goes back to Scribner. Now Navari takes over the puck. Fires it out, but the puck is knocked down by Charlie Piquel. Puck fired back down in. Raiders with a quick change up. Here's Colton Warren. That time he tried to center it, but no one was there for U-32. Navari tries to dig that one out. And the puck is cleared just out of the zone by Jackson Odell. .11:07 to go. Scoreless first period between U-32 and the Colchester Lakers. Parker Demerit on the draw. He wins that back to Lucian Timmerman. Banking that one off the boards, looking for Avon Maestas. And that is going to be icing by the U-32 Raiders, so we'll see some action in the U-32 zone. In front of starting goaltender Chase Piquel. Two freshmen on the roster, along with his brother Charlie, who plays defense. Raider cross ice pass. They were looking for Kitchen, but it was just off. Raiders will set up again. Navari is going to tip that one out of the zone. Kitchen keeps it in. Kitchen speeds along the corner. Now stopping is Weller. Centering pass deflects in, and a quick save by Tauren Burt, who has been very busy very early in this game due to the speed and the passing of this U-32 top line. Face-off win. The puck is kept in by U-32. Good job along the boards by the Raiders' Lino. Now here's Warren right out in front for the open net, and Maddox Heiss is able to bury it. You've heard that a lot. Heiss from Warren, and it's 1-0 U-32 Raiders. Nothing that Burt could do on that one, a quick play. And he was just able to pop that puck into the open far side corner. Lakers will try to set things up. They get a pass over to Navari. Navari with a nice drop pass over to Lefebvre. And U-32 will go the other way. Trying to cut through, but Gunnar Navari is able to knock that puck away. But here's Warren again. Tries to throw it out front. Bouncing puck. And it's going to go over the stick of Owen Sheehan. That's going to go down. Now Sheehan with the puck. And as he touches up, looks like the U-32 Raiders will be entering the penalty box. We mentioned this during the girls' game. We do the broadcast from the far end of the rink, so we don't always catch the numbers as they go into the box. However, we get to see a Laker power play. However, pass is intercepted by Kitchen. They try to do give and go, but Navari gets that. And going the other way, here's Colton Lefebvre. Lakers are trying to set up. It's going to be cleared out, though, by U-32. Chase for the puck. Navari fires it out, but it's going to go on a U-32 Raider stick. Now working the puck out is Ben Spanner. Short-handed, goes off the upper body. Might have caught a piece of the cage of Burt and deflects out of play. So the U-32 Raiders got a score, short-handed scoring opportunity. Fans respond to the announcement of the Heiss goal to make it 1-0 U-32. Puck is knocked down again. Lakers are on a power play as they fire the puck across. That time breaking down was Colchester's Jason Robert, or Jacob Robert breaking down for Colchester. Will go back down into the U-32 Raider zone. Demerit on the draw. Warren will just rag some time short-handed. .35 to go on this Laker power play. Bouncing pass is going to go on the stick of Lumsden. However, U-32 able to tap it in. Here's Heiss. Heiss over to Warren. Puck is knocked away. Here comes Lefebvre. Lefebvre trying to hook up with Navari for that long pass. 29 to go in the Laker power play. Face-off will go back down into the Colchester zone. It'll be Jack Scribner to take the draw for the U-32 Raiders against Colton Lefebvre. Again, Raiders on the power play. Lefebvre, though, works it out. Now here comes Colton Lefebvre, comes in, and Piquel gets a piece of that one. First real good scoring opportunity for Colchester on the power play. Only 9 to go in the power play. Digging the puck out of the corner, it's Easton Razzle. This one's going to be deflected around. Now it's Lefebvre around the net. Penalized player is back on, but Colchester keeps the pressure on. Shot is fired wide, but it's going to be backhanded back down low by Benjamin Spanner. And here comes U-32. This is Sabin Kitchen. Gunnar Navari, though, was able to get a stick in there, knock that puck away. Lino, though, picks it up. Lino throws it through the slot area. Breaking in was Scribner. And now the other way, here comes Navari trying to go end-to-end. He's forced wide, but the puck is tipped away. And end-to-end, here come the Raiders. Lino works it around the boards. Now they go back to Lino. Tough angle shot, and that is knocked down by Jack Scribner. Another shot is pounded over the net. Puck is knocked off Max Scribner's stick. Here's Cam Lino. Raiders looking for a change-up. However, Colton Warren gets there first, loses an edge. Colchester breaks out with numbers. It's Parker Demerit. Cross ice pass is going to be knocked down. Now Warren looking for Heiss. Heiss gets it into the zone. Heiss tries to work around his player. Eventually the puck is tipped away, though, by Lucien Timmerman. Timmerman is able to fire it out. Here's Jack Scribner. Heiss, nice touch pass over to Warren, but the U-32 Raiders offsides as Colton Warren was skated in. I believe it was Nathan Nance may have been a step ahead of him. Face-off win by the Raiders as they fire it down low. Navari fires the puck around. Here's Odell. Odell back to Navari, who's quick out of the zone. U-32 cuts in with a nice look shot, just fired wide. Colton Warren, a nice move to get around the defender. Had a good look there and just misfired on that one by inches. Chase Piquel fires it around the boards as Charlie Piquel, his brother, is right behind him on D, and here comes U-32. Trying to cut through the defense is Max Scribner. Gets by one defender, can't get by the second. Lakers will break the other way. This is Colton Lefebvre. Lefebvre gets the shot off. Chase Piquel with the save. Now the puck is fired down low by Spanner. Centering pass. That time it was U-32's Nance. Now trying to do a wraparound, and they score. It's a beautiful goal there by Jack Scribner, the freshman. Speeds around the net, skates out front, and Scribner buries it. And at the 4:16 mark of the first period, U-32 Raiders take a 2-0 lead. U-32 Raiders with a 2-0 lead. And here they come for more over the blue line. Puck is tipped away, kept in. That time they tried to center that pass over to Kitchen. This shot is tipped, deflected wide. Now in back of the net for U-32. It's the goal scorer, Jack Scribner. Works it over to Kitchen. Puck is cleared around, able to get the puck out is Brady Lumsden. Back into the zone by U-32. Now cross-ice pass. They were looking for a couple of players for Colchester, unable to connect. Hit right in front of the official as the puck is pounded out eventually by Colton Lefebvre. He ices the puck. 3:19 to go in the first period. Raiders lead it by a score of 2-0. Navari to take the draw for Colchester. Here's Warren. Goes back to Max Scribner. Now Warren. Over to Heiss. Back to the point for a shot, and they score as Maddox Heiss fires it back to the point. May have been traffic in front of the net, but letting that shot go is Charlie Piquel. And the defenseman Piquel gets on the score sheet. It's 3-0. The Raiders have put a lot of pucks in the net early in the season, so I doubt that's the first varsity goal for the defenseman Charlie Piquel. Here's Easton Razzo, fires it down into the zone. Puck at the point. Shot is blocked. Letting that shot go is Thomas Piette. And now U-32 breaks the other way. Centering pass, tried to connect with Lino. Now a one-timer and a goal by Max Scribner. As they go back to the point, Max Scribner with a split second to load it up and fire it off. And U-32 out in front by a score of 4-0. .229 to go, and U-32 has jumped out big time. It's 4-0. Here's Jason Coolidge, who fires it down. It's taken right back by the Raiders. Coolidge and Kitchen along the boards. Puck is going to be stopped by Chase Piquel. Owen Sheehan in back of the net tries to work it around. Lakers try to get something going. Puck is going to be cleared out. They'll reset again. Puck is skated in by Lucien Timmerman. Timmerman fires it around. Jack Scribner gets to the puck. Now it's Jack Scribner. Has the puck fired out to center ice. Puck is stripped away from Kitchen and fired down by Navari. Puck in back of the net. Owen Sheehan fires it around. Tipped in though, and Colchester is able to kind of take advantage of a U-32 clearing pass that may have deflected off a player, but it was a point-blank shot, and they buried it. So the Colchester Lakers get on the scoreboard as they're able to fire that one by, and it is Gunnar Navari will get the goal. And there was nothing between Navari and goaltender Chase Piquel. Wild first period with 5 goals in the net. Still have a minute to play, and the Raiders come in. And rifling that one over the net is Maddox Heiss. Parker Demers on the draw. It's a face-off win by U-32. Heiss finds the open point for a shot, and a save by Torrin Burt. Raiders like to use the point for the shots. Face it off again with 1:04 to go. Another face-off win, a quick shot. Take 3 seconds off the clock, 2.5, and we'll do it again. Extremely busy first period for Torrin Burt. And I will check between periods because they may have started a different goalie than what I had on my sheet. So I'll check between periods. But we're also in the pink game where some of the numbers may not be correct. But number 33 on the roster for Colchester is Bowden Gamage. So for now, we're going to say that's who's in. As a shot is just wide of the net. Now a centering pass goes back to the point. Constant pressure by U-32, and it's Colton Warren is able to bury this one. It's kind of a bouncing puck in front of the net, and he is able to pop it in, and it's 5-1. .5 to go. Five to 1 game, and the Lakers would like to just kind of head to the locker room and regroup after this first period where U-32 has come out and stormed them. Here they come again with only 28 seconds to go in the period, and cutting right through the slot area. That time unable to get the shot off was Maddox Heiss. Now the Lakers will break the other way. Thomas Piette goes down into the U-32 Raider zone. 11 seconds ago. Piquel will stick it over into the corner. Here is Warren with time running down in the period. A quick one-timer and the save by Gamage, and that is it for period number 1, where the U-32 Raiders have come out here against Colchester and they popped in 5 goals. And after 1 period, U-32 leads this by a score of 5-1. The U-32 goals coming from Maddox Heiss, Jack Scribner, Charlie Piquel, Jack Scribner had the 2nd goal. Max Scribner had the 4th goal. Then Colchester gets a goal from Gunnar Navari. And then it was Colton Warren with the final goal of the first period. After 1, it is 5-1, U-32 leading the Colchester Lakers. It's high school hockey action on CBTsport.net. We're back with second period action very shortly.
Spalding and U-32 boys and girls hockey games are made possible by 802 Credit Union on 265 South Main Street in Barrie, 802cu.com. Also by Preston's Kia, located on the corner of US 2 and Gallison Hill in Montpelier. They want to see ya in a Kia. Also brought to you by Pasumsic Bank, helping people, businesses, and communities thrive. Start your adventure with the Bank of the Wild, Pasumsic Bank. And Always On Time Signs and Design, a full-service sign shop with manufacturers' signs of all kinds, banners, and vehicle graphics, located in Berlin, Vermont. Spalding and U-32 boys and girls hockey is made possible by the Auto Clinic, quality automotive sales and service, towing and recovery. 929 Southbury Road, 802-476-5379.
Do you have scrap metal taking up space in your home, business, or job site? Whether you're a contractor, electrician, manufacturer, service garage, or homeowner, Bolduc Metal Recycling is your local recycling expert, helping clean up junk piles, keeping Vermont green, and putting green in your wallet. Bring your big or small scrap metal load to them on Bolduc Road in Middlesex, where their 3 scales and professional staff will help you recycle it. Their roll-off containers come in a variety of sizes for one-time or ongoing scrap metal collection. They buy and recycle copper, brass, steel, wire, pipe, lead-acid batteries, cars, appliances, and more. They're contractor-friendly with years of experience and provide project walkthroughs. Let their team handle your site cleanup or demo. Bolduc also has storage containers in 20 or 40-foot lengths for rent or purchase. Perfect for keeping your valuable items out of the elements, safe, and close at hand. For more information, visit BolducMetalRecycling.com. Their name is their website, and as always, Bolduc Metal Recycling says, thanks a ton.
This game is made possible by locally owned Packard Fuels. Located in East Montpelier, Vermont, Packard Fuels is a proud and generous supporter of local high school sports and community events. Packard Fuels, your provider of home heating oil and service with a friendly staff that greets you with a smile. Owned by Ellery Packard III, Packard Fuels, 802-262-3835. Packard Fuels, keeping you warm.
Coffee, manufacturing, food. It's not easy to make a living in Vermont. We really are the bank behind almost every industry. We care about businesses growing and succeeding because that success is our success. We're a billion-dollar bank made up of thousands of Vermont businesses. Our customers make fresh coffee for great conversations and pull us out of the ditch on a cold, snowy night. Wherever you are laying down your roots, taking a risk, building a dream, we're here.
Vermont middle and high school students can start college for free at the Community College of Vermont. Get a taste of college life and learn about options after high school by attending an Access Day and enrolling in our Intro to College and Careers class. Juniors and seniors are eligible for 2 dual enrollment vouchers, each good for 1 free CCV course. And seniors can complete their last year of high school and first year of college at the same time through the Early College program. They can even stay at CCV and earn a free associate degree through the McClure Free Degree Promise. Learn more at gotocollegevt.org.
Hats or outerwear, look no further. Tournament Specialties is located in Barrie and would love to work with you on taking your design to the next level. In addition to their embroidery and printing services, they now have a laser etching system that allows for custom etching on drinkware, leather, patches for caps, and other etching needs. Jeff would also be happy to discuss custom online storefront options for your organization. If you are looking for a creative way to fundraise, this has proven to work very well for many local teams and organizations. To learn more, email Jeff at tournamentdesigns@gmail.com.
This game is also made possible by Vermont Fellowship of Christian Athletes, established in 1954, a community working to see the world transformed by Jesus Christ through the influence of coaches and athletes. You can find more information at fcavermont.org, and you can contact them by email at glennolson@fca.org.
Now a centering pass goes back to the point. Constant pressure by U-32, and it's Colton. Navari, puck in back of the net. Owen Sheehan fires it around. Tipped in, though, and Colchester is able. And now U-32 breaks the other way. Centering pass, tried to connect with Lino. Now a one-timer and a goal by Max Scribner. It goes back to Max Scribner. Now Warren. Over to Heiss. Back to the point for a shot, and they score as Maddox Heiss fires it back to the point. Here is Drury. Will feed it back to the point for a shot. Goes off a skate. Let in a shot From the Central Vermont Memorial Civic Center, teams are back on the ice, getting ready for second period action. U-32 Raiders take it on the Colchester Lakers after one. U-32 leads it by a score of 5-1. Shots on that first period, U-32 had 9, Colchester with 3. However, of those 9 shots, a lot of them were very good looks at the two goaltenders. Tor and Burt started, and then we saw Bowden, Gamage come in. They were very good looks, and they took advantage of it. U-32 Raiders also with a lot of crisp passing. Joining me is Jess Hill. Of course, we got the pink jerseys out there. We had you on during the girls' game, but you've been involved in the organizing of the Pink the Rink event taking place to benefit, to help the fight against cancer. Why don't you explain a little more about it?
Appreciate that, Jim. So yeah, this is our 8th annual Pink the Rink. First time out was a very humble $250 fundraiser. We had 2 weeks notice. So this year's 8th annual. Last year we raised $7,000 for our 7th annual. We hope to raise $8,000. Our silent auction's just about to close. We've had all kinds of activity here, 50-50 silent auction, the bake sale. All the money that we're raising is going to go to the Vermont Cancer Patient Support Foundation. So we're really excited. We're here to support and raise awareness for all types of cancer. We use pink because Pink the Rink, Jim, has a nice ring to it, but we're here for all the cancer. Carl's been doing great about posting the Venmo. If you're online and want to give a donation, it's Catherine-Lagerstadt. So check us out there, and we're just really happy to be able to be here with U-32 and CVTsport.net. So Jim, thanks for the time. Appreciate it.
All right, and look at the attendance here. I do a lot of high school hockey games at different rinks, and you don't see this amount at a high school hockey game that often. Stands are full, and our camera can't capture it, but a lot of people in back of the camera enjoying the game, and a great chance setting this event up. They will touch up and face it off again in the Laker zone. It'll be Heiss to take the draw. Heiss against Gunnar Navari. Navari fires it in back of the net, but Lino gets there first for U-32. It's tipped off his stick. Scribner keeps it in over the blue line, though. That's Max Scribner. And the puck is going to be fired down into the Raider zone. Max Scribner, who has a goal in this game, starts the breakout. Tapped back in, though, by Lefebvre. Now here comes U-32's. Max Scribner over the blue line. He's in deep. A couple of Lakers try to pin the puck, knock it away, but U-32 trying to work it out front. Now here's Lino to the back of the net. Now they go back to Max Scribner. He works it around to Lino. Finds the open point for a shot that's just wide of the net. That time they found Charlie Piquel, who has a goal in this game for the shot. Colton Warren in front of the net tries to center it. It's tipped away. And the Lakers will break the other way. Trying to get some help. They throw it out front. It goes off Chase Piquel. It's going to be cleared out. Chase for the puck between Ben Spanier and U-32's Colton Warren. Now a quick snapshot from the point, that coming from U-32's Chase Lefebvre. Centering pass is just tipped away. Puck is going to be cleared out. That'll be icing. Certainly one big advantage for the U-32 Raiders as they're working in 3 lines and more than 2 sets of D. Colchester, that's really all they have. Raiders giving all their players experience in this one as they lead it 5-0. There's a face-off win. A quick snapshot in front of the net. Letting that shot go was Braden O'Donnell. Lakers will go the other way. It's going to go off the leg of O'Donnell. Sabin Kitchen taken into the boards, and here comes U-32's Jack Scribner, who has a goal in this game, and The Lakers now will break the other way, fire it down into the U-32 Raider zone. Looking for a nice touch pass. This is Kitchen along the boards. It deflects out. Almost deflected on Lefebvre's stick. Now Lefebvre is ridden into the boards by U-32's Jack Scribner. Just missing on that pass. Would have had a very clear look at the net. Would have been Gunnar Navari, who does have the Laker goal. Navari tries to center it, but it's going to be worked around and picked up by U-32's Liam Weller. Coming in for a quick snapshot as Weller got that one over to Kanan Haynes. And to save by Gamage. Max Scribner skates it dangerously out of his own zone, but he gets by the defender. The puck is going to be deflected into the zone by Gage Heiss and then thrown back down. Jackson Stevens fires it out. It's Stevens along the boards. Was able to chip that puck away. Long breakout pass for U-32 as they're able to get it over to Haynes. Now here's Max Scribner, cuts through, does a backhander. It's just wide of the net. Puck is going to be dug out of the corner by Aiden Zeno. Lakers will get it out, but then it's fired back down by U-32's Jackson Stevens. Sprawling out and covering up this one is Colchester goaltender Bowden Gamage. 10:04 to go in what so far has been a scoreless second period. Raiders lead this 5-1. They've been mixing up lines, getting a lot of different players in. It'll be Heiss on the draw for U-32. Heiss against Parker Demerit. Brief delay as the referees quickly checking each corner of the net, and then we will face it off. Here's Colton Warren, tries to split through the defense. He's taken down, was unable to get the shot off. Now he'll backhand it down low to Heiss. Centering pass goes back to the point. Here's Max Scribner for a shot. That is blocked. A second shot. That time he was actually trying to pass it through, and then it's tipped away. Max Scribner in back of the net loses an edge. Puck is going to be deflected out, but it catches the netting. Here at the Central Vermont Memorial Civic Center. It'll be Maddox Heiss to take the draw. Raiders get a late change. Heiss draws it back, and the puck is fired around by Charlie Piquel. Now here comes Heiss, and he scores. Maddox Heiss buries it as he comes in. He kept the shot down low, and the Raiders expand the lead. It is 6-1. That is Heiss's second goal of the game. He opened things up very early in this one. It is Jack Scribner on the draw. Charlie Piquel looking for that pass, is trying to get it over to Liam Weller. Puck is taken away and back in the net by Jack Scribner. Then taken back by the Lakers. Nice pass off the boards. On the puck is though taken away. That time they were able to get it to Gunnar Navari. Now U-32 looking to go the other way as they get it over to Liam Weller. And we've got some pushing and shoving right in front of the Laker bench. And we're going to check and see what's going to come of this, as we are going to see the penalty box open up. And I believe it is on, tough to catch the numbers, I believe the penalty's on Colton Lefebvre for Colchester. I believe that's the Lakers' first penalty. U-32 has had one. So we get the first chance to see the U-32 Raider power play. They are up 6-1. Heist to take the draw. And that's Maddox Heiss. Here's Max Scribner. He will hesitate, fire it through. It's going to be knocked down by the Lakers. They will clear it out. U-32 breakout is stolen away by Gunnar Navari. Now Jack Scribner takes it back. Scribner is going to go wide. Scribner thinks about cutting toward the front of the net. He did try to center that one to Sabin Kitchen, just missed. Now plenty of time, ringing the post there is Max Scribner, as the Raiders had a lot of time to set up in back of the net. Found Scribner quite a few steps in from the blue line, let that one go, and that one rang the post. Jack Scribner to take the draw for the U-32 Raiders. He wins it back to the point. Now here's Max Scribner. U-32 cycling the puck right through the slot area. Goaltender is down, Gamage, and comes up with a save, and then we're starting to see more pushing or shoving. Colchester defensemen came in to protect their goalie after it appeared the puck was loose. And Max Scribner is going to go off for the U-32 Raiders. Don't believe there was a Colchester penalty. Well, unless I misread it, I guess he's not. Looked like from the angle he's going to the penalty box, so no penalty there. Here's Colton Warren. Goes back to Heiss, so still a power play opportunity for U-32. And the Lakers able to clear it out. Here's Maddox Heiss. Drop pass to Warren. Warren trying to give it back to Maddox Heiss. And he is able to kind of get the shot off. And a save by Bodin Gamage. Still a minute in the U-32 Raider power play, 7:07 to go. Second period, Raiders lead this by a score of 6-1. Face-off win, they draw it back to the point. This is Charlie Piquel. Over to Kitchen. Kitchen trying to go around the net, was looking for Jack Scribner. Puck is kept in by Heiss. Here's Kitchen with a shot. Beautiful look there for Kitchen, just missed. And the puck is going to be cleared out. Still 40 seconds on the power play. Warren glides into the zone, stops. Blind pass over to Kitchen. Now Kitchen in the corner. Looks. Raiders try to set up. Penalized player is back on. Colton Warren in back of the net, tried to throw it out front, but there was no one there. Puck is going to be tipped away. Players tumble in front of the Colchester bench. We'll face it off just outside the zone, 6-1. U-32 leading this one. Referees chatting with the Colchester bench right now. Having a couple of discussions with the bench and one with they chat with the clock, and then we're ready to go. The penalties have expired, so we will now play 5-on-5 hockey. Quick shot, and even though he hasn't seen very much action at all, Chase Piquel comes up on the save on that one from Navari's shot, which was right on. A quick face-off win and the quick snapshot on net. Gage Heiss on the draw for U-32. Heiss ridden into the boards by Lefebvre. That pass trying to connect with Heiss. That's got all the way down. That's going to be icing on the U-32 Raiders. Crowd sticking around for all of this game, and in spite of the score of the game, they've come here to watch some hockey and help out in the fight against cancer on our Pink the Rink game here at the Central Vermont Memorial Civic Center. Piquel comes up with the glove save on that shot. Jack Scribner on the draw. Now it's O'Donnell going back to Scribner. Scribner over center ice, cuts through a couple of players. Puck is tipped away. And we see a vicious hit, and that's going to be a trip in the box for the Colchester Lakers. It almost went headfirst into the boards. They're putting it up as a 2. It's going to be a 2-minute penalty. But the fall was just right into the boards. Referees are discussing. Right now it's up as a 2. And that's where it will stand. So U-32 will go on the power play, their second power play opportunity here in period number 2 with 5:22 to go. Or will they? I'm going to count the number out there. Right now, nothing listed on the board. But counting the number of players out there, I believe they've 1, 2, 3. I think they've called matching. And again, the referees, yep, they have called matching penalties. We will drop the puck and play on here in period number 2. Cleared out. It's going to be a chase for the puck by U-32. And Max Scribner get there first. Max Scribner up against the boards with Lefebvre. Nice cross-ice pass to Jack Scribner. Jack Scribner comes in. Goes around the net. Plenty of open ice out here with the matching penalties. They find the open player, a beautiful pass, and Colton Warren is able to bury that one. And it is 7-1 on Colton Warren's goal. Believe that's his second. That is his second of the game. (7-1) hockey game. U-32 Raiders lead it. They just took the extra spare second to get the beautiful pinpoint pass, and Colton Warren able to fire it away past the goaltender Bodin Gamage. Raiders right at it with the pressure. Heiss keeps it in. Maddox Heiss goes in back of the net. Now a centering pass trying to do a give and go. It's taken away by Colchester. U-32 comes right back with it. Puck is stripped away from Colton Warren. Lakers break it into the zone, and then a big hit put on by U-32's Jack Scribner. The smaller player puts the big hit on, and then that shot deflects off the goaltender Gamage. Raiders pounce on it. They'll put more pressure on. And a potential breakaway, and coming in and just missing with the deke is Colton Lefebvre. Chase Piquel stayed with him for the most part all the way. Now Lefebvre with a drop pass, or Navari's drop pass, is going to be picked up by U-32. They will clear it out. Scribner goes back to center ice. That shot rattles around. Navari's shot is going to be gobbled up by Piquel. He gobbled that one up because Avon Maestas was right on top of him if he didn't snag that one. Puck is going to be cleared out. Now it's fired down, now picked up. Here's a break. Tried to get that pass over to U-32's Caden Haynes. Goaltender comes way out of the net. And we are definitely seeing a lot of rough stuff. With 3:01 to go, officials trying to get this game under control. Looks like one Laker is going into the penalty box as they will sort things out. We've only had a couple of goals here in the second period. And it looks like a DQ, disqualification for the Colchester Laker. It may have been Colton Lefebvre. Like I say, from our angle, we shoot from one end of the ring, so I couldn't catch the number. But it looks like he is done. Referees will sort things out. As I was talking about the game, we had a 5-1 game after the first period. Only a couple of U-32 goals in the second period, but definitely the rough stuff has happened. Maybe some frustration on the part of the Lakers. And at this stage of the game, referees just want to get the game under control. Kanan Haynes skates off also as they continue to sort things out. Great turnout from the fans here at the Central Vermont Memorial Civic Center for the Pink the Rink night. 2 games. Our first broadcast on CVTsport.net was the girls' game. It was the Central Vermont matchup as the Spalding Crimson Tide took on the Raiders. U-32 Raiders had a 2-goal lead, but then Spalding deposited the final 3 goals of the game, and they scored late in the third period, and the Spalding girls come away with a 4-3 victory over the U-32 girls. Spalding remains undefeated on the season. They are now, I believe, 5-0, and for U-32, they fall to 4-2. That was an exciting game. It was end-to-end, very close game, very competitive. This one has been a little different as far as the boys' game goes. Early in the first period, it seemed to be, for the first few moments, it was close, but obviously U-32 much deeper. Colchester in a rebuilding season, not having the numbers that they did 1 year ago, where U-32 is going to be one of the more powerful teams in Division Division 2 rather, with only 1 loss this season, and they've shown it here against the Colchester Lakers. Well, I think we are going to drop the puck and play some more. When I come back for the third period, I can give you the complete rundown if there were any player disqualifications. But in the meantime, I think most of the fans would just say, let's play some hockey on a Saturday night. It'll be Maddox Heiss to take the draw for the U-32 Raiders. They've put up a 5 and a 2 as far as the penalties for U-32, and they've put up a 2-minute for Colchester. So as you can see, only 3 Raiders out there, so it's a 4-on-3. Max Scribner fires it back down. Now it's Max Scribner looking to ice it, since the Lakers are on the power play. This is Gunnar Navari. Has plenty of open ice. Now Navari along the boards. It's going to be cleared out by Heiss. That time he was looking for Lefebvre. Navari will start again. Now a drop pass to Lefebvre. Shot is over the net. Puck is going to be dug out. And here comes Max Scribner. He lets a wicked shot go that goes off the high glass and then deflects into the netting with 1:48 to go. Both teams will change things up. Plenty of open ice here with a 4-on-3 for the Colchester Lakers. Maddox Heiss on the draw with Parker Demerit. Demira along the boards, trying to dig that puck out is Easton Razzle. Puck is backhanded out by Charlie Piquel. Firing the puck down low is Jack Scribner. Working the puck around is Brady Lumsden. Charlie Piquel again with a shot. Blocked off the stick. And then into the netting by Bowden Gamage, who came in the first period. 1:14 to go in the second period. That seems like it's taken 25, 30 minutes. Now a nice look there by Charlie Piquel, but it's blocked. Lakers will try to get a rush in the final minute of this period. Trying to cut the D is Gunnar Navari. Almost made it now the other way. There's a chase for the puck. That was Cam Lino trying to get there for U-32. But just ahead of him, Lakers are able to clear it out. Now puck is going to be tapped away by Charlie Piquel coming in, but the Lakers are offsides as we'll face it off. That puck kind of bounced up on the stick of Navari. 38.4 to go in the second period. Here's Colton Warren on the draw for the U-32 Raiders against Gunnar Navari. Here's Navari. One penalized player is back, so it's a 5-on-4. However, the 5-minute will continue to run down and extend into the third period. 12 seconds, Lakers fire it down, trying to get something going. It's going to be bounced off the glass, backhanded around by Heiss. And then it's fired out by Cam Lino. Colton Warren ready to take the draw. He'll draw it off against Colton Lefebvre for the Lakers. Yeah, I'm going to say you got to blow the whistle on that. U-32 player was not off the ice. So we'll drop the puck and play the final second of period number 2 and put this one in the books as far as the second period goes. And that is it. There we go. 2 periods down between the U-32 Raiders and the Colchester Lakers, and after 2, U-32 leads it by a score of 7-1. Just a couple of goals in period number 2, which was penalty filled and very slow moving, is one way to kind of analyze that second period. But they did get Maddox Heiss scored his second goal of the game, and Colton Warren picked up a goal for the U-32 Raiders. So they extend the lead to 7-1. That's after 2 periods of play. This is high school hockey action on CBTsport.net. Jim Severance along with our production crew, Carl Parton and Zach. We'll take a break, and we will come back with third period action for you very shortly.
Spalding and U-32 boys and girls hockey games are made possible by 802 Credit Union on 265 South Main Street in Barrie, 802cu.com. Also by Preston's Kia, located on the corner of US 2 and Gallison Hill in Montpelier. They want to see ya in a Kia. Also brought to you by Pasumsic Bank, helping people, businesses, and communities thrive. Start your adventure with the Bank of the Wild, Pasumsic Bank. And Always On Time Signs and Design, a full-service sign shop with manufacturers' signs of all kinds, banners, and vehicle graphics, located in Berlin, Vermont. Spalding and U-32 boys and girls hockey is made possible by the Auto Clinic, quality automotive sales and service, towing and recovery. 929 Southbury Road, 802-476-5379. This game is made possible by Brookside Building Solutions, specializing in insulation, heat pumps, siding, roofing, and general construction. You can call for a free estimate, 802-279-7820, Brookside Building Solutions.
Do you have scrap metal taking up space in your home, business, or job site? Whether you're a contractor, electrician, manufacturer, service garage, or homeowner, Bolduc Metal Recycling is your local recycling expert, helping clean up junk piles, keeping Vermont green, and putting green in your wallet. Bring your big or small scrap metal load to them on Bolduc Road in Middlesex, where their 3 scales and professional staff will help you recycle it. Their roll-off containers come in a variety of sizes for one-time or ongoing scrap metal collection. They buy and recycle copper, brass, steel, wire, pipe, lead-acid batteries, cars, appliances, and more. They're contractor-friendly with years of experience and provide project walkthroughs. Let their team handle your site cleanup or demo. Bolduc also has storage containers in 20 or 40-foot lengths for rent or purchase. Perfect for keeping your valuable items out of the elements, safe, and close at hand. For more information, visit BolducMetalRecycling.com. Their name is their website, and as always, Bolduc Metal Recycling says, thanks a ton.
This game is made possible by locally owned Packard Fuels. Located in East Montpelier, Vermont, Packard Fuels is a proud and generous supporter of local high school sports and community events. Packard Fuels, your provider of home heating oil and service with a friendly staff that greets you with a smile. Owned by Ellery Packard III, Packard Fuels, 802-262-3835. Packard Fuels, keeping you warm.
Granite, coffee, manufacturing, food. It's not easy to make a living in Vermont. We really are the bank behind almost every industry. We care about businesses growing and succeeding because that success is our success. We're a billion-dollar bank made up of thousands of Vermont businesses.
Our customers make fresh coffee for great conversations and pull us out of the ditch on a cold, snowy night.
Wherever you are laying down your roots, taking a risk, building a dream, we're here.
Vermont middle and high school students can start college for free at the Community College of Vermont. Get a taste of college life and learn about options after high school by attending an Access Day and enrolling in our Intro to College and Careers class. Juniors and seniors are eligible for 2 dual enrollment vouchers, each good for 1 free CCV course. And seniors can complete their last year of high school and first year of college at the same time through the Early College program. They can even stay at CCV and earn a free associate degree through the McClure Free Degree Promise. Learn more at gotocollegevt.org.
Tournament Specialties is a proud sponsor of Central Vermont sports. If you are in need of decorated apparel such as t-shirts, sweatshirts, hats, or outerwear, look no further. Tournament Specialties is located in Barrie and would love to work with you on taking your design to the next level. In addition to their embroidery and printing services, they now have a laser etching system that allows for custom etching on drinkware, leather, patches for caps, and other etching needs. Jeff would also be happy to discuss custom online storefront options for your organization. If you are looking for a creative way to fundraise, this has proven to work very well for many local teams and organizations. To learn more, email Jeff at tournamentdesigns@gmail.com.
This game is also made possible by Vermont Fellowship of Christian Athletes, established in 1954, a community working to see the world transformed by Jesus Christ through the influence of coaches and athletes. You can find more information at fcavermont.org, and you can contact them by email at glennolson@fca.org.
Oh, the other's not dressed. From the Central Vermont Memorial Civic Center, teams are back on the ice, getting ready for third period action. U-32 Raiders and the Colchester Lakers. Jim Severance along with the play-by-play. After two, U-32 leads it by a score of 7-1. Between periods, we were able to decipher what the major penalty was, and the major penalty was on U-32's Kanan Haynes for an altercation with the goaltender. So he received the major and disqualified. He went to the locker room. A Colchester player went to the locker room also at the same time, but he was injured. So now that we've figured that out, we're ready to drop the puck and get ready for third period action. Yeah, I'm going to say, if I'm not mistaken, they just put it up on the board. Yeah, there's still 2 minutes left on the major penalty. So Lakers will get a 2-minute power play to start period number 3. They work it around the boards. Puck is chipped out. That time they were looking for Jackson Odell. Now here's Max Scribner. Was looking for Warren. No, Scribner will keep the puck. Max Scribner over the blue line. They work it back to the point. Again, Colchester is on a power play, but U-32 is dominating here. Centering pass for a beautiful setup. Warren to Heiss, and a nice save there by Bowden Gamage. .114 to go on the Laker power play. Lakers will change things up and we'll get going. Thrown toward the front of that, also almost getting a piece of that one is Jack Scribner. Now here's Navari. Navari pass over to Lefebvre. Max Scribner gets a stick in there though to knock that puck away. Looking for Sabin on that pass. Puck is thrown back down by Lumsden. Now Lefebvre throws it in. First to get there for U-32's Charlie Piquel. Quick shot, and Chase Piquel will gobble up that one. 31 to go on the power play. 7-1 game. U-32 Raiders lead this one. All the fans are sticking around for this one, for the conclusion of 2 games at the Central Vermont Memorial Civic Center as part of the Pink the Rink event to help the fight against cancer. Now they go back, and the puck is fired back down low by Thomas Piette. Piette gets it down low. Owen Sheehan tries to get it out, and again they go back and forth. And the penalized player is back on for the U-32 Raiders. Puck is fired down low by Parker Demerit. Lumsden now works it down, puck along the boards. Jack Scribner fires it around. U-32 with a break. Into the zone, ridden into the boards is Kitchen. Tries to center it out front. Navari gets a stick on it though. It's going to be kept in at the point. Navari though intercepts the pass. Navarre looking for Lefebvre. It goes off his stick. Puck is going to be backhanded down by Nance rather. U-32 will change up. Here's Charlie Piquel off the boards. Centering pass going through the slot area was Lino. Now a nice drop pass. Heiss tried to go out front. That time he was looking for Warren. Lino over to Warren. Warren tried to work it out front. Knocked away by Navarre. Kept in. Now Cam Lino works it over to Colton Warren for the open shot, and burying that one is Maddox Heiss. Heiss from Warren, and it is 8-1. And if you're going to throw away a hat on the ice, it has to be pink. Nobody is departing. They're keeping all of those pink hats for this game on their head. Third goal of the game for Maddox Heiss. Puck is going to be fired down by Landon Drown. Faceoff goes back down into the U-32 end. Tipped away by the Raiders, a sprint for the puck, and just overskating it was Aiden Zeno. He could have walked in. Now here's Zeno again. Quick snapshot and a glove save. Letting that snapshot go is U-32's Gage Heiss. Bowden Gamage with the save. U-32 leads it by a score of 8-1. Should they expand the lead to one more goal to an 8-goal lead, then during the rest of the third period, as long as they maintain the 8-goal lead, there would be running time. Looking for Lefebvre on that pass. It just goes over his stick. Now U-32 passes just off the stick, trying to break into the zone. As ridden off the puck and taken down is Aiden Zeno. Now along the boards, it's Lumsden. Jack Scribner fires it down low. Navarre unable to get it out. Centering pass, that time they were trying to get that to Gage Heiss. Lakers go into the zone. Under 10 minutes to go, third period. 7-goal U-32 Raider lead. In a game, really, they exploded early. They jumped out in the first period to a 5-1 lead. After the game, we'll pick the CBTsport.net star of the game. Face-off win. The puck is fired down by Thomas Piette. Thrown down, goes in front of the U-32 net. Raiders able to secure that puck though. Puck is going to be hammered down by Gunnar Navarre. Now U-32 converges on the puck. This is Jack Scribner. Scribner going around the boards. Was looking for Sabin Kitchen. Kitchen is ridden into the boards. Chipped back in by U-32. Some physical hits along the boards now coming up the puck and breaking it out. There's going to be a U-32 penalty. And the Lakers will go on a power play with 8:41 to go in period number 3. Raiders will change things up. It'll be Gunnar Navari to take the draw. Against Maddox Heiss. There's a face-off win, but it's going to go all the way down into the Lakers zone as they'll try to set up on the power play. Here's Lefebvre over to Navarre. He stops trying to go back. Just missed on that pass. U-32 will break the other way. There's only one defender back. Good job defensively to keep that puck away by Benjamin Shipner. Now a break. That's Benjamin Spanier. Potential break, and U-32 will fire it back down. .116 to go in the power play. It's Navarre. Gonna let a long shot go. Chase Piquel comes up with a save, deflects it over into the far side. U-32 and Colton Warren able to get to the puck first. Short-handed, he'll trap it up against the boards. Lefebvre goes back to Navarre. Trying to pass it off the board. It's going to be intercepted, though, by U-32 coming in short-handed. Puck is stripped away, but it goes right on the stick of Colton Warren, and Warren is able to bury it from Max Scribner. Colton Warren notches another one. That is a short-handed goal. That's 3 for Colton Warren. And we will see the third goaltender, Johnny Lumsden. Lumsden is in net. Freshman goaltender for Colchester. They carry 3. And they've all going to see action in this one as that puck deflects into the bench, and the door opens, and Colchester player goes in, which, depending on how you fall, that's not a great area, but he's back up. He was ridden into the bench, but apparently the door was not latched, and he will skate off for a bit. .6:17 to go. With that goal, we have reached running time as long as U-32 remains the 8-goal lead. The clock will continue to run. Laker pass. That time they were looking for Lucien Timmerman. Breakout pass again for Timmerman, kept in by U-32. That shot is knocked down. Looking for Lefebvre on the long breakout pass, but it's going to be picked up by the U-32 Raiders. Lefebvre, though, is able to knock it down. He goes down, though, slides into a teammate, allows the Raiders to break it the other way. Puck is kept in, long shot is wide of the net. Now here's Lefebvre. Over center ice, Lefebvre with good speed. Cuts in for a quick snapshot. Was blocked on the way in. Lefebvre in the U-32 zone, gets around one defender. That time he got around Max Scribner. Bangs with Max Scribner in the corner. Puck will go back out to center ice. Lakers will reset again as all the way go down into the U-32 zone. This is Owen Sheehan. Sheehan looking for Saban Kitchen. Now trying to do a give and go. Saban Kitchen got that pass over to Jack Scribner. It was knocked off his stick. Here's Kitchen again along the boards. He is banging with Thomas Piette. And that, I believe, will result in a trip to the box. We'll have to wait and see. Time continues to run down, 3:45. High school hockey action for you on cvtsport.net. Bringing you Spalding and U-32 sports. Spalding girls winning 4-3 over the U-32 girls in our first broadcast game. It'll be Colton Lefebvre and Maddox Heiss on the draw. Hammered down by Jack Scribner. U-32 keeps it in. And firing the puck, and it does. I thought it went in the net, but apparently it didn't. We got instant replay. We could let you know at the end of the game. Colton Warren thought he had another one. As Warren will get to the puck in the corner. Circles around, cuts through a player. Last second, puck is tipped away. Colton Warren battling with Jason Coolidge. Coolidge got a good stick in there, knocked that one away. Now a shot from the point, and there's a save by Johnny Lumsden, who came in halfway through this third period. Now Warren tries to set up and back in the net. Puck is taken away, though, by Lefebvre. Now a nice drop pass to Warren, and he's able to pop it in the empty net. Colton Warren gets his fourth of the game. With 1:45 to go in the third period. The siren has been going off here at the Central Vermont Memorial Civic Center in this boys game. And it's 10-1, U-32 Raiders. Navari on the draw. Puck is fired out by U-32's Jackson Stevens. Now U-32 going for a long breakout pass. Kept in. That puck is fired toward the front of the net by Landon Drown. Another shot and a nice kick save there. Nice kick save by Lumsden as that puck changed directions on the way in. U-32 continues to pressure as I think this Colchester squad has almost run out of gas. They haven't skated a lot of bodies. Here's Gunnar Navari. Circles around for a shot. May have hit the side of the net. Down to 20 seconds to go. That time they tried to center the puck to Cam Lino. Just 4 seconds to go. Puck will be touched up with Navari holding it. He'll flick it over to the official, and the game comes to a close. And the U-32 Raiders come away with a big 10-1 win over the Colchester Lakers during the Pink the Rink game at the Central Vermont Memorial Civic Center. Recapping the scoring, if I got it official, I have Colton Warren with 4 goals. I have Maddox Heiss with 3. That adds up to 7. And then the other goals coming from Jack Scribner, Charlie Piquel, and Max Scribner. And that adds up to 10. The 1 goal for the Colchester Lakers came from Gunnar Navarre. So for the U-32 Raiders, they split in our hockey broadcast on cvtsport.net. First game, Spalding Crimson Tide win the girls' game by a score of 4-3. And the boys' game, it's the U-32 Raiders winning by a score of 10-1. Time now to pick our cvtsport.net star of the game. Well, you deposit 4 goals in a hockey game, you're probably going to get it. So Colton Warren is our cvtsport.net star of the game. We want to thank our broadcast crew, our producer Carl Parton, and Zach doing up the camera work for this one. Join us all season long for Spalding and selected U-32 sports right here on cvtsport.net. I'm Jim Severance. Good night from the Central Vermont Memorial Civic Center.
This has been a local sports video production brought to you by cvtsport.net, your local sports video leader. We'd like to thank our longtime partners, CVTV723.org, channel 192 and 194, Central Vermont Community Access Television, and Orca Media. Onion River Community Access Television in the greater Montpelier area is media for the people.
My daddy made this. Daddy!